Hello, my name is Jake and I am a first year Mandarin Chinese student at the University of Kent at Canterbury. So I'm learning Mandarin as part of a non-degree course. It's part of Asian Studies, which I am studying alongside classics and archaeology. I am learning Mandarin because I am fascinated in the many minority cultures of southern China and northern Indochina, and especially their history in the classical and early medieval periods. One day I hope to work in southern China as an archaeologist, so fingers crossed on that one. Learning Mandarin Chinese at the University of Kent, I was a complete beginner, and if I'm honest, I was absolutely terrified by many aspects of the language. You know, Chinese is not like anything I've ever learnt before, not like any language I really know. So I bit the bullet because I was fascinated by Chinese culture, and of course I still am, and I am so happy that I did. You know, now 4 months later, whilst I'm hardly perfect in any aspect of the language, as my Chinese friends would happily tell you, I believe I'm making amazing progress towards becoming an archaeologist in China. And my future in Chinese language and in China as a whole has never seemed brighter. Now that is of course mostly due to the amazing teachers at Kent. So my Mandarin tutor is called Rusu, and she is just wonderful. She starts every seminar with a huge smile on her face and just talks really passionately, not only about Chinese language, but also about Chinese culture, geography and history. And it's that passion that really gives Mandarin the edge for me and makes it just that tiny bit easier to learn. In fact, I wouldn't even say tiny, I would say massively easier to learn. Now our seminars this year in 2020 are obviously not what they should be, and perhaps they're not as good as they should be, but given the circumstances, I am really impressed with how well we've managed to adapt the curriculum to online learning. All our seminars have kind of peer-to-peer discussion in them, so breakout rooms and whatnot, where we kind of talk in Chinese and talk about the aspects of language and culture that we learned in the lesson. And that definitely does give you a massive boost in compared to just regular lectures and all. Our seminars are also really small. We have at most 15 people, usually less than 12. And that gives them a really kind of community feel. You know everyone in your group really well, and everyone in your group knows you really well. And perhaps most importantly, the professor knows you all really well on a personal level. And that makes it so much easier to get kind of personalised help and assistance, if you will. Now, Rusu is amazing for getting assistance from, as are all the language teachers I've been told. When I first started learning Mandarin, I felt I was falling behind on tones. So I sent her an email, and lo and behold, by the end of the day, I'd had a one-on-one seminar with her, just going purely over issues that affected me. And that really put me on the right track to learning Mandarin Chinese. And that's not the only thing I've asked Rusu for help for either. I've asked her for help from anything from basic pronunciation to finding a good job in China and finding further study in China. And she's been more than happy to help me on every aspect of that, and I am really impressed. So whilst lessons are not as great as they should be, learning Mandarin has been an absolutely amazing experience for me. It's truly something that I look forward to, and it's definitely something that I'm going to continue doing. Mandarin for me is going to be a lifelong journey, part of what I want to do as a living, as a passion. And I am so thankful for the University of Kent for providing such a brilliant language education and getting me on such a fantastic track to what can only be an amazing career. Anyway, I know I've been dragging on for quite some time now, so I just want to finish by saying that I chose Kent because of its beautiful location, its fantastic teachers, and perhaps most importantly its international ties, and so far it's not let me down on any aspect. So from me, in this beautiful corner of Nottinghamshire, it's goodbye, stay safe and good luck.